This is the process shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen The Checkered Flag, a very underwhelming racing thriller from 1963, directed by William Grefé. It takes about 15 minutes of lazily edited race footage to finally get to the actual story, which follows a rivalry between millionaire driver Rutherford and newcomer Bill Garrison, as well as the way in which Rutherford's wife, Bo, exploits their conflict. Facing divorce, and with it the loss of a wealthy and comfortable life, Bo enlists Garrison to help her murder her husband, with the racetrack being the best place to make it look like an accident. Of course, the road to homicide is paved with complications, setbacks, distractions, romantic affairs, and a whole lot of filler material that's pretty much just there to pad the runtime and get the movie past the hour mark. That's not really an exaggeration either. The movie opens with filler, sprinkles in some more throughout, stretches its story thin for the sake of stretching the movie itself, and then crams the ending into about 10 minutes before stopping dead in its tracks. If you cut it down to the most essential story points, there's probably only half an hour that actually matters. Of course, as you should expect for a story that already needs to stoop to that amount of filler, everything that's left over may as well not even be there. It's truly a basic series of events that repeats the basic premise several times over to remind the audience what's actually supposed to be happening, since there's nothing that's actually going on outside of characters arguing, bickering, and sometimes driving. The filler material ends up being the most interesting part of the movie, since there are at least things happening there, even if they come and go with no actual impact on the main events. For example, there's an extended sequence where Rutherford and Garrison get drunk and party together like old friends, only for all of this to end as it began and as if nothing happened or mattered at all. It probably goes without saying that the main characters are as uninteresting as a brick wall, and the actors' performances are as flat as the cue cards they probably had to glance at to remember their lines. Then again, maybe they only read 2 pages from the script before throwing it out. Needless to say, this movie is schlock, probably made because they wanted to show off some races and figured they may as well get in a few tax cuts for a free vacation or a beach home or something. Of course, most of the time the movie only rarely shows any sign of production value or luxury. There are a few Ferraris and other sports cars here and there, and plenty of actual racing footage, and even that fancy beach house or whatever it is that I just mentioned. But it all comes off incidental due to how poorly everything is framed, and how little is actually put to use within the scenes. The only sign that anything was actually made for this production is a single set that is supposed to be a hotel room, despite not even having a painting bought at a thrift store for flavor. Anyways, I don't think I need to go into detail about the other technical aspects. Everything is practical and almost machine-like, done just to get it done, or else there won't be a movie to sell to drive-in theaters before a holiday weekend. If there's any saving grace in any of this, it would probably be the final minutes, where they finally remember to have things happen and bring in an ending that's so far out of left field that it's pretty obvious the filmmakers ran out of ideas and ended things off with a bang. It hardly makes up for any of the other faults here, but it's better than nothing. At least it's better than the nothing that we got before that point. The Checkered Flag, William Grefé, 1963. 1 star. I absolutely would not recommend this movie to anybody. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. I have a feeling this movie was made just to get to its ending, as if everything before that point was made to justify the outcome. I suppose that's one way to write a script. Not a good way, but a way.